involved in telco fraud, involved in illegal bank fraud. I don't know what it is, but people think they can just come to the Philippines and get away with crime. Hey guys, it's me again. I'm back home. The new Batangas Pier Terminal just opened during Holy Week, and this thing is huge. It's a lot better from before. Before the building was very old. Looks like one of those expensive bus terminals you find in US. But this here is official. As you see, everything is brand new. Look at the seats. Only thing I don't like is they have the food waiting area over there. Usually when you're waiting, the food is all up on you. So it actually makes you order more from the vendors. I know the vendors don't like this because usually you want to get food when you sit down, you're chilling, and then you have like an hour to wait. Like right now, you go over there and get some food. But it's Jay, the Black Filipino TV. Now today, this video is going to be titled, "This expat tried to bribe his way to freedom." But sadly mistaken though, and I'll tell you. Now this is a long-standing thing that's known for foreigners to do in the Philippines. You get pulled over, something's wrong, seems like things are out of hand, pay your way to freedom. Which it worked back in the day. It probably still could work now. I wouldn't suggest it though, because this expat tried to do it, and not only did he get deported, but 2 other people got arrested and jailed. So yeah, 3 people got in trouble with this one. Very tragic situation. Let's get right into it. The crazy thing about this situation is that the guy in question here, he didn't just get caught up in bribery for no reason. Now this guy actually was being watched by Interpol since 2018, right? Now the reason why he's being watched, because in France, he was wanted for drugs. So a guy wanted for drugs, of course, he understands cash is king. So you already know what's on his mind. And I'm not trying to bash anyone. I'll be honest with you guys. I've sold drugs. I started selling drugs when I was 16 years old myself. You know, I sold pounds of weed. So I'm not trying to bash the guy at all. I'm not pointing fingers at anyone, trying to say I'm better than anyone. But I do understand his thought process, because when I was that age, at 16 years old, you know, selling weight, of course I'm thinking cash is king. So I understand how he was thinking. But let me tell you what happened to the guy. So he's wanted for drugs. And then not only that, in Pampanga, he was a part of an illegal bank fraud syndicate. This guy, man, he was a criminal. The crazy thing is though, he was young. He's about a year or 2 years younger than me. He got caught up in the fast life, and it finally caught up to him. But this is what happened. So he was out there, he was doing illegal bank fraud. And now there's tons of people doing illegal bank frauds. Illegal bank fraud is like the same thing that this guy Hush Puppy did, Nigerian guy in Dubai. You know, he did bank fraud, and what he did was sent people an email and then acted like transaction didn't go through, and then they would do another transaction with him. And it was for big money, so it would be for like $1 million, $2 million, sometimes $10 million he would get. But this same thing happens here. Now there are tons of Nigerians here. I'm not trying to bash Nigerians or anything like that. It just happens. There's tons of Nigerians here that do this here as well. And also, like I mentioned it before, you see them on Upwork. They try to scam you, get your information on Upwork. And I said it before in another video. I remember one time I said to the guy, I said, "Wait a minute, you're trying to hire me. I already know it was a scam." I'm like, your area code is GMT +8. I'm in GMT +8 right now. So that means obviously he was a Nigerian in the Philippines trying to scam me. And I don't know what it is, but tons of foreigners come to the Philippines and start scamming. I have tons of Chinese people, Korean, involved in telco fraud, involved in illegal bank fraud. I don't know what it is, but people think they can just come to the Philippines and get away with crime. What happened with this guy, he got picked up by the officers, right? For the same crime that he was for illegal drugs. So when he got picked up by them, he then tried to bribe 2 officers for 1.5 million pesos, which is approximately, I say, what's that? It's about $30,000. Yeah, a million is 20,000. Yeah, he was willing to give them $30,000 bucks, and he had 2 other people that were going to do it for him. They must have went along with it. Then it was a big sting operation, and then they nabbed the other 2 people. They went to jail, and he got deported. So I feel sorry for those guys. Jamie Rente said this here. He said, "We are relentless in our drive to eliminate corruption. Let this serve as a warning to anyone considering to attempt to bribe our employees." And the crazy thing is, that was a known thing in the Philippines. A lot of times back in the day, they had a lot of corrupt officers. This was a while ago. I'm talking way before I came in the Philippines, where all of the time it would happen. You would have, sometimes you have corrupt officers that'll pull you over and look to, you know, get money out of you. They'll give you a ticket and look to get money out of you. And then a lot of times what would happen is foreigners would say, you know, you get in trouble, you can pay your way out of it. But now they're hard on that. You know, Jimmy Rente said himself, anyone looking to bribe any of our employees, they're getting you out of here. So just keep that in mind, guys. And I want you guys to stay safe when in the Philippines. Because yes, cash is king, but they're not hearing it anymore. That'll happen in some places. Yes, it can. But what I attempted, I don't think so. I don't think it would be wise to attempt to do this. It happened with this guy. And it was quite a lot of money, 1.5 million pesos. It's still a lot. It's 30,000 bucks. People that come out here and try to live off that, or live off that for 2-3 years. Some people could even do it for 5 to 10 years, believe it or not. It's not chump change, and I kind of understand where the guy was coming from somewhat, because I was in that position before, but still, he was thinking on a minuscule level, and anyone thinking on that minuscule level, the Philippines is not for you. And the crazy thing, it's a lot of this stuff goes down in Pampanga. Like, there was another guy who was Italian who was intercepted in Angeles. And what happens is guys come here, they come here to have a good time, to be with the ladies. And it's wild because it's like the rest haven for people to get away from crime. I don't know what it is about the Philippines. See, a lot of guys come out here and then they go to Pampanga and they go there to rest and hide out and be with the ladies, and everything goes all good, fine and dandy. And then before you know it, BI is right at your door. And I'm sure they may be even hanging out around that area because they know that's where the criminals are going to go. They're going to go to Angeles. They're going to go have a good time. They're going to go to Angeles, Cebu. And the funny thing with the guy that was doing illegal bank fraud, he was doing it in Pampanga and in Cebu. And where are those places? Those places are both famous for the ladies being there. Cebu is, and also Pampanga as well. But guys, keep your head on your shoulders when you get out here in the Philippines. And I know some of you guys will be tempted. Also, some of you guys will be approached by Filipinos sometimes with these scams. And not only Filipinos, you'll be approached by someone you may think is Filipino. It could be a Korean, it could be someone that's Chinese. These people are out here doing these frauds too. So just be wise and just be wary, and don't come here and try to do crime. And I know what you guys may be thinking. Jay, I'm not going to do crime. And for the most part, most of you guys aren't going to do crime. But there's always that one guy that's thinking, you know what, I can go to the Philippines and try this. I can go and try it out. Let me go out there and try to get, maybe that government, they're not up to me. I'm slick. I can go out there and do it. And before you know it, boom, crime always hits you like that. Before you know it, you're getting deported. And then when you get back to your country, because a lot of times they're getting crimes from other countries, they're going back and then they're getting locked up. Or the Philippines will make you do the time that you committed here, then go back to your country and get locked up too. It's desperate times call for desperate measures, and most likely it won't happen to you, but this is for those guys who are thinking of coming out here and doing something. Just don't. Already know, you know, I mean, it's 2022. They don't know who's giving them the bribe, you know? It could be a government official. They don't know. So they accept it, they get fired. Now, for them trying to accept, maybe even if it was 50,000 pesos, right? Now they're out of 1 million pesos they can make over the next couple of years, or, you know, 10 million pesos, who knows? So no one wants to lose that money. So nowadays it's much tighter. Could it still be done? Probably, but most likely not. You know, police aren't just going for it. If you're a person that's already connected, maybe you can work things out where you are, where you still wouldn't try it. Thank you for watching this video. If you like my content, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Also, if you like my content, you're welcome to support my content by giving a small donation at PayPal. You can go to my Buy Me a Coffee at buymeacoffee.com/JTBF. And there you can buy me a coffee, or you can book a consultation with me. I have consultations for a very small fee. Also have consultations for working at home. So if you're a guy that's a little younger, not quite retired yet, and you want to work from home while in the Philippines, you can go to my Buy Me a Coffee at buymeacoffee.com/JTBF. And also have a packages for working at home, so you'll see them there. You can book it there. You can get a shirt that represents your journey to the Philippines at foxtonomy.creator-spring.com. Once again, that's foxtonomy.creator-spring.com, and get a shirt that represents your journey to the Philippines today. There's a new feature to YouTube. It's thanks. Now at the bottom of this video, you'll see thanks there. You can give thanks and make sure your comment is highlighted, and you can give a small donation that way as well. Guys, in the description, you'll see other videos of my other content that's great as well. So you can be sure to watch my other content there. Thank you for watching. See you next video.